Ever take a solo trip and end up falling for someone you just met? This one starts with mango sticky rice and ends with a choice that might have changed everything. Welcome to Real Travel Confessions, where travel gets raw, real, and sometimes a little too close for comfort. Let's hear a true story from a Reddit contributor we're calling Lena.
I went to Siem Reap to be alone. I told myself it was about the temples, the culture, the food, but really, I just needed to disappear for a while. And then there was him. I met him at a night market. He was running a mango sticky rice stall, teasing tourists and handing out samples like he owned the place. I tried to blend into the crowd, but somehow he noticed me, locked eyes, held them a second too long. First time in Cambodia? I nodded. Then let me ruin you. You'll never like mango sticky rice anywhere else. Who says that? I laughed, but I stayed. He handed me a plate, and as our fingers touched, it was electric. His voice was warm, low. His English wasn't perfect, but his charm needed no translation. We sat on the edge of the market, my legs tucked under me, him close, too close for someone I just met. But I didn't pull away. I felt safe, curious, awake. He asked what I was doing tomorrow. I said, I have a sunrise ticket to Angkor Wat. He said, skip the crowd. Come with me instead. I'll take you where no tourists go. I stared at him. Was this smart? Was this stupid? And then I said, pick me up at 6. He showed up, early, fresh cut fruit in hand, wearing a linen shirt that clung just enough. He smelled like lemongrass and sweat and something earthy, like cinnamon or clove or just him. The temples were quiet, almost eerie. At one, he took my hand to help me over a crumbling step, but didn't let go. Is this okay? He asked, his thumb brushing the back of my palm. I said, it's better than okay. And I meant it. We spent the day talking about everything and nothing. He told me his father used to guide tourists, that he wanted to open a cafe someday. I told him I used to write poetry and hadn't touched a pen in years. He looked at me and said, maybe you're here to start again. That night, I didn't want to go back to my hostel. I was tired of bunk beds and fluorescent lights and pretending to be okay with being alone. He walked me to a boutique hotel, quiet, tucked away, with dark wood shutters and soft yellow lights that glowed like candlelight. He said one night, no expectations, just stay. The room smelled like jasmine. There were hand-woven blankets, old stone tiles, and a fan that hummed like it had a secret. He kissed me gently, like he wasn't sure if he should. I kissed him back like I was tired of pretending I didn't want to. We didn't undress each other fast. It was slow, careful, a kind of permission in every movement. I remember the weight of his hand on my back, the way he whispered my name like it was a secret, and how, when I looked up at the ceiling fan, I wasn't thinking of anything but him. He ran his hand down my side and said, you don't have to be alone tonight. And I wasn't. We fell asleep, tangled in cotton sheets, his heartbeat under my cheek. In the morning, I had a bus ticket to Phnom Penh. He traced the crease in my palm and said, don't go because of me, but stay if it's for you. I stared at the door. And then I stayed. Not for him, but for the girl I was finally letting out.
Lena, This wasn't a vacation. This was a spiritual reawakening with benefits. Let's just take a moment to respect the audacity of this mango sticky rice vendor. Man went from food stall to full-body poetry in 24 hours. And the hotel? Jasmine-scented air, fan-humming secrets, hand-woven sheets? This wasn't a trip. It was a chapter. Also, you don't have to be alone tonight. Sir, that's not a line. That's a spell. Now I know some of you are gonna say, dangerous, irresponsible. But be honest, how many of you would have skipped the bus too? Drop your answer in the comments. Ever canceled plans for someone you just met abroad? This is Real Travel Confessions, and we're just getting started. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Real Confession.